So let's talk about Elon Musk and the Twitter deal. This is getting hilarious. So as soon as Elon Musk took over Twitter, he fired some of the executives. So he fired CEO Parag Agrawal and CFO Ned Segal, as well as some of the chief legal officers and a general counsel of Twitter. So this is hilarious. Right now, he is the sole officer of Twitter, and he gave himself a new name, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. Cause termination, which means employer has justification to fire employee immediately. So this might have had something to do, if he wouldn't have done cause termination, I'm sure there's a lawsuit coming up. I believe Parag Agrawal, it's a really hard name to say, he was with Twitter only for a year, but they're supposed to get hundreds of millions of dollars in severance pay. And I'm guessing Elon Musk doesn't want to pay this. And so I'm pretty sure there's some legal action coming up. But according to Elon, Parag did a terrible job, but that doesn't justify it. So there's some incidents. So we'll see what's coming up. So here's what they've released things. So number one, Elon Musk will upset many government leaders by promoting free speech. Most governments want to get away from free speech. Most people don't understand that hate speech and free speech are two different things. So absolutely, there should be absolutely no hate speech. But saying what's on your mind is a different story, or not agreeing with somebody is okay. You cannot agree with somebody, and that's okay. Elon will have, number two, Elon will have a difficult time doing business in many countries for the same reason. And then the number three is that Twitter acquisition can hurt Tesla stockholders. And that might, I don't know how much of Tesla he has, of his own Tesla shares he has to sell, or his options he has to sell to actually pay for the Twitter acquisition. But I'm sure he had to sell some of them. And then, of course, a lot of people who don't agree with him, they will sell their stock. So there can be some issues for Tesla stockholders. In any way or form, I know it's just going to be temporarily. Dave Lee is a little bit worried about Asia because probably the most important Asian country is China. And China has removed most of Western social media platform in the country, and they exchange it with their own. I think even Google has been removed from China now. But so they don't want, of course they don't want free speech. But since they removed all the Western social media platform, that includes Twitter, that means that people won't see what's being posted on Twitter. So I think he should be okay. So, and of course there are a lot of variants and possible outcome depending on how Elon will handle speech on the platform. One of the first moves was to form a content, I like this, a content moderation board with diverse views. So there is a board in place already that has diverse views on things, and they can debate on what they're gonna show and what they don't want to show. At this time, Elon is the sole member of the board, and all responsibilities fall on him. So, of course, Tesla in North America won't be impacted much by Elon owning Twitter. And Dave Lee also says that European markets and Twitter won't cause any harm to Tesla. So far, Elon has a good relationship with China. So I think as long as he upholds this relationship and there's no issues, it should be okay. And then, of course, according to TipRanks, now Twitter is a private company after the takeover. He changed it to a private company. And Elon has dissolved Twitter's entire board and now is sole director. Being a private company, there's no requirement to have a board of directors. And according to Yahoo Finance, Elon does not want to do this for a long time. Of course, yeah, I mean, he's got Tesla, he's got SpaceX, he's got a lot of other things on his hands. The team Musk is working on cleaning up the mess left by the board members while trying to find a way to establish a better running company. So he wants to make Twitter profitable because it wasn't really that profitable in the past. So of course Elon will have to find a way to not solely rely on advertisers, but also sell goods and services to make profit. So Twitter will have to become a marketplace and including community service to create more income sources. Twitter could also be open to crypto integration, so that would be awesome. Of course, there was a small protest outside of Twitter, and of course there was also an open letter to Elon Musk from a global advertising association, because they're just afraid that people can, have hate speech on the platform. But I don't think he'll allow that. Some companies have held a suspended ads to watch what Elon will do next. And then Elon has changed the Twitter name to his Twitter name to Twitter Complaint Hotline Operator. So he changed his Twitter name to Twitter Complaint Hotline Operator. Of course, yesterday I followed him on Twitter, and it was hilarious. I have to watch myself. I spend too much time watching what he does on Twitter. So yesterday, he was on Twitter and he was talking with AOC, and because first in the morning he was posting $20 for the advanced Twitter, like if you want to advertise or we want to have all these extras, and Stephen King said like $20 a month. He goes, I'm gonna leave this platform, and Elon goes like, what about $8? So later that day he posted that, okay, $8 for the so he's just making crap up. So it's so funny. But then AOC was tweeting, she goes like, the billionaire that makes you pay $8 a month for free speech, and he goes like, what did he say? We appreciate your comment or something like that. Please pay $8 or pay up now. And so they had this little debate. And then after that, he posted her selling a t-shirt or a sweatshirt for $58. So that was hilarious. So I follow him on Twitter, and I have to watch it. And like, don't open Twitter before you go to bed, because I wouldn't be able to sleep because I was like laughing so hard. Anyway, what do you think is going to happen to Twitter? Like, personally, I think Twitter will not change that much. Honestly, it's not going to change that much. And he already said he's not going to let anybody back on the platform that's been banned before until after the election. I think probably not until January. So it's going to probably take a while. And just because he doesn't want people to make him responsible for any kind of outcomes with the elections. But I think there's not many changes coming. Like if you want to go Twitter Blue or something like that, and you have to pay $8 a month, which is probably less than what the normal person spends on Starbucks every month. But what do you think about what happens with Elon? What happens with Tesla and Twitter? So let me know, good or bad, I'll take it all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.